And I keep telling them I'm fine. They say, are you okay? My life is a constant state of vacation. I'm enlightened. Are you okay? Why are you concerned about me?
Hello my friends and welcome back to Where Are They Now? In today's video, I'll be giving you the rundown on TikTok star Gabbie Hanna. Let's dive in. Gabbie Hanna is an American singer, songwriter / comedian who gained immense fame from the former video sharing and creating platform Vine. Since then, Gabbie set her sights on putting all her focus on her musical talents and ended up releasing her debut album titled Trauma Queen in July 2022. Now let's rewind a bit. Gabbie was born in Newcastle, Pennsylvania on February 7th, 1991, currently making her 31 years old. She has 5 other siblings, born in a family of 6 from her parents, though there isn't much known information on the members of Gabbie's family. However, I do know that Gabbie graduated with a BA in 2013 at the University of Pittsburgh for Psychology and Communication. Gabbie's estimated net worth is currently reported to be an average of around $2 million. Gabbie's rise to fame started out like many well-known influencer turned stars nowadays. She began uploading skits on Vine around late 2013 and picked up fame on the app for her creative content. In short, Hanna amassed over 5 million followers in a brief period of time. Previously, Gabbie worked under a marketing company in a selling position for products through Sam's Club. She later became the company's top salesperson in the United States. Following this, Gabbie relocated to Cleveland, Ohio to assist with the new branch's launch. However, Gabbie had to remove herself from the company when she came to the conclusion that they were operating a quote pyramid scheme. In 2014, Gabbie created a YouTube channel, firstly known as The Gabby Show, until it was renamed Gabbie Hanna in 2017. Once again, like many up-and-coming influencers on the rise at the time, Gabbie moved to Los Angeles, California to jumpstart her growing career. Here she worked under the online media company BuzzFeed for a bit of time, but eventually left to put all her focus into her YouTube and Vine account. After the beloved Vine app saw its end in 2016, Gabbie continued to push her influencer lifestyle to the max. She accompanied the lip sync tour Drop the Mic with several other YouTubers in late 2016. Gabbie later revealed her intentions of transitioning from influencer to artist by releasing an album near the exact time her first single, titled Out Loud, debuted alongside an official music video. In the next few months, fans of Gabbie saw her joining MTV's social media team following her sign to Creative Artists Agency. Gabbie received her first nomination as a fresh celebrity in January 2018 for the Shorty Awards 10th show in the category of YouTuber of the Year. In May 2020, Gabbie dropped her second EP called Bad Karma following her debut EP Two-Way Mirror, released on May 31st, 2019. Her next and latest musical release to date was Trauma Queen, her first album, which saw its reveal in the summer of this year, specifically on July 22nd. 2 of Gabbie's poetry collections, IDK and Sharing, have been dubbed under the New York Times bestseller category. Now let's discuss Gabbie's currently bizarre behavior over TikTok and how it pertains to what we've learned so far. In the past few days, most recently, the Trauma Queen TikTok star, with over 7.5 million followers, uploaded over 100 sets of mini videos deemed as controversial, which has sparked massive worry from fans across the globe. Supporters of Gabbie were quick to express their concerns for her on a number of social media sites and apps. This is in light of her mostly religious in nature TikToks that range from a variety of concerning topics, and the time in between each one and how many there are raised eyebrows for several viewers. Nonetheless, fans have collectively grown distressed since it was revealed by Gabbie that she had been previously dealing with bipolar disorder, which typically causes extreme mood swings and emotional highs depending on the person it's affecting. In one of these videos in particular, Gabbie can be seen pleading for prayer as she accused someone of breaking into her home. In others, she was singing, dancing, laughing, and screaming about numerous troubling opinions on things like religion, aliens, race, and more that didn't quite make sense to those watching. Before her upsetting social media spiral, Gabbie was known to take extended breaks frequently on social media, but she broke this off somewhere in between to host her first live performance earlier this year since her last time online in November 2019. However, Gabbie made her return to social media in the new year by her sharing a single that was set back then to be featured in her next album titled Rewired. Following this, Gabbie rebranded and relaunched her podcast with an announcement that she would be quitting around the same time next year and dropping Trauma Queen. At the time, Gabbie also set a record for pre-orders, but this didn't dismiss many people's concerns regarding Gabbie's mental state neither then nor now. And as we reel back to more recent times, Gabbie was visited by LA law enforcement on Wednesday in light of viewers urging her to be checked on after Gabbie raised serious concerns among her followers videos with her bizarre string of TikToks over a 24-hour period. Once her horde of videos to the content creating platform was uploaded, LA police officers were requested to speak with Gabby, and Gabby confirmed this herself, along with the fact that the LAPD left her a wellness card because she did not meet the criteria for a hold. As per TMZ, originally the officers brought a psychological evaluation team with them who assessed her situation, and after their consultation decided Gabby did not pose a threat to herself or anyone else. They allowed Gabby to remain in her LA home for the time being. Now let's break down a few more of Gabby's videos in question in a bit more detail. We'll start with the one she posted after the LAPD left her home. This one came on Thursday around 9:30 in the morning, nearly 24 hours after her previous lump sum of videos. In it, Gabby was lounging in a hot tub with text overlaid which claimed how she was, quote, cuffed and detained by 5 officers who busted into her house through the back door because she exercised her free speech and religion. She also said in the video text that they had sent 2 psych evaluation specialists who almost dragged her off to a hospital, but luckily she's smart, educated, kind, and brave. In a second shortly posted video following this, she backtracked slightly with, "Thank you officers sincerely, and thank you to everyone who called in concern." The caption for this video was thanking her religion's higher power for her life and detailing how she was scared but her faith kept her safe. The TikTok was accompanied by Nicki Minaj's Super Freaky Girl song. But what about Gabby's videos prior to the LAPD's check-in? Well, they featured various states of the singer crying, screaming, laughing, and discussing a large range of conversations stimulated from religion and death, as well as Gabby stating she is the smartest person on earth. Several others displayed a message Gabby seemingly drew on her bathroom mirror in lipstick. But this was only the beginning of the surprising videos, because there were a few in particular that made claims that someone broke into Gabby's home. According to the timeline, this series of videos took place a couple of hours after Gabby was uploading TikToks with a stranger, referred to as Nick/Nicholas, who had shown up at her house presenting that he was lost and needed to use the restroom. Hanna described receiving a text from her friend insisting the stranger be seen out of her house, and accompanied this with a TikTok caption which detailed, again, that her faith was the reason why she was not attacked, and her kindness towards a stranger was her tactic to remain okay. She also stated that she was lucky the man had left behind fingerprints along with his face and name. TikTokers who were present to witness Gabby's social media tantrum dubbed it as a, quote, psychotic break, with hundreds to thousands of viewers tuning in to follow Gabby's stories at the time. Reportedly, the more videos Gabby made, the higher the view count, and some of her then most recent videos, once published, hit a startling amount of over 6 million views. Unfortunately for Gabby, this wouldn't be the first time she's made headlines for involving herself in problematic issues in the past, much like her once frequent internet feuds and highly controversial poetry book from 2017. Obviously, this may not be the last time Gabby makes waves in the media, but this may just be the most damaging for her career, as people are labeling her episodes as manic, among loads of other names. Gabby's openness from her previous personality disorder came tenfold when she claimed she had beaten them in the videos where she goes on about religion, philosophy, and race, but supporters aren't nearly as convinced. At one point in her video, Gabby insisted she could teleport to heaven to save souls, verbatim. In an additional one, she informed viewers of her beliefs that she, quote, could be the second coming of Jesus Christ, and how people watching should share the good news with others. Still, Gabby remained consistent in the statement that she is fine, and crafted several video responses to let fans know about the current state of her mental health. Her most controversial remarks, though, were the ones about POCs, specifically black people, babies, indigenous people, and the transgender community, all of which have sparked the biggest concern. Comments in her earliest videos targeted Gabby's thoughts to initially lead to a larger discussion of how it's possible for Gabby to be condemned for her offensive comments while still remaining empathetic for her situation. However, this is where the Nick situation escalated, and the issue in general hit the fan quickly when Gabby addressed the camera in one of her videos to state that Nicholas was indeed a stranger. In short, she referred to Nick as a lost little angel as well as a little brother in Christ. Nick was reported to have filmed a series of his own videos inside Gabby's home, including one which showed the male petting a cat inside the house. Apparently, the two even paired up for a partner video as they danced together in front of a mirror. Nick's most alarming TikTok was the one where he was asked for suggestions from viewers on how he could help Gabby in the current position he was in, because it was said to be the one which pushed him to search through Gabby's prescriptions. In what was a huge invasion of privacy, Gabby rightfully questioned Nick as to why he misled her about the reason for entering her home. Gabby also kicked him out, which Nicholas later confirmed in another video. Nick posted several TikToks TikToks after this defending his actions, and in a live stream on the app, he declared Gabby's home address was public information when he searched for it. Of course, given the division on the matter, some viewers praised Nick for stepping up to offer to help Gabby, but far more were on the opposite end of that spectrum and displayed the disturbance at how Nick located Gabby's home and entered her house despite him being a complete stranger and most likely just looking for clout. There was also a bunch of people who accused Nicholas of feeding into her delusions rather than calling for help at the time. Regardless of where people stood on the Nick issue though, the majority of commenters had pleaded for the songwriter to call for a friend or for help overall. In conclusion, fans are left wondering whether or not this was all just a publicity stunt from Gabby in the end, or if she's really suffering from an actual mental health crisis. A top commenter on one of Gabby's latest videos later posted, "I am so stressed. If this turns out to be a PR stunt, I will never forgive this." Now that is it for today's WATN. If there are any other Hollywood hotties you'd like to see in our next rundown, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to let us know what your thoughts are on today's Where Are They Now video. This was your host Michaela, and I'll see you all again in the next one.